Hi and welcome back. In this video we're going to look at a student class, which is then going to be used over the next few videos as well. Classes are always defined in the same way, using class and then the class name. And they always really should have an init method. The init method takes in self, which is the object that we are creating, and also any number of arguments after that. And then that's going to be name and school. Self.name is going to be name. Self.school is going to be school. And also self.marks is going to be an empty list. So this is my student class. When I create a student like Anna, they're going to be created in the format of Anna, MIT, for example. So this creates an object which has self.name, self.school, and self.marks, and then self.name is assigned to be Anna, self.school is assigned to be school, self.marks is assigned to be an empty list. Okay, and then we can do things like Anna.marks.append 56, for example. Print Anna.marks. And I'm going to comment this other print statement out just to make things a bit easier. When I run this, you would surely expect a list with the value 56 in it. But you get an error because I made a typo. Let's try that again. There we go. You get the value 56 out, and that's it. That's all we did. We created a sort of data store with three properties. Two of them were be Anna and Mitt, and the other one was an empty list, and then we appended an item to it. We can extend the student class by allowing it to do something in the same way that the lottery player could calculate a total. Maybe something more interesting for a student is to be able to calculate an average. And I think that you can do that yourselves. You can pause the video and implement the average function yourselves. Just follow the example of the lottery player to calculate an average. Hopefully you managed. The way I would do it is average with self, and then it would return the sum of the marks divided by the length of the marks. We've seen this before, how we could do this. And then if we have more marks, then we can do something like Anna.average. So now that we've got 2 marks, we're going to add them together, divided by 2, because that's the length of self.marks. And then we're going to print that out, right? Let's have a wee look. What do you think is going to happen when we run this code? Have any of you spotted the really 2 mistakes that are there? And if you haven't spotted them, I would recommend pause the video now and try to spot them. The 2 errors are very similar. Let's press play and then see if you can figure it out. I'm sure you can. We get a traceback as usual, and now we get 2 things printed out. The first one is when we run the method, Anna.average, and the other one is exactly which line caused the error, which was line 29. And it says name error because the name marks is not defined. If the name marks is not defined, why could that be? Maybe it should be self.marks, in the same way that here it was self.numbers. And you would be right, marks isn't a thing, because the marks are not associated with nothing. They're associated with the object, and the object is self. So it should always be self.marks. Now we can run this again, and we get 63.5, which is the average. Okay, so that was that for this video. Just another example of object-oriented programming. And remember that objects are just stores of data, such as the name and the school, but also potentially some methods, some actions, some things they can do. And when you combine those two together, That's an object. It's just a construct used to make things easier, rather than using a dictionary for everything. So without further ado, I'll see you in the next video. We're going to be looking at some more advanced object-oriented stuff. I'll see you there.